Okay, what if, just for a moment, you stopped searching? What if the thing you've been trying to hear your whole life was never outside you at all? Pause with me. Right now. Where are you watching this from? Your couch? Your bed? A quiet corner of the house? Tell me in the comments later. I really want to know. Now listen gently. What if I told you there is a small hidden place just behind your ears that your body has been protecting for decades? Not because it's fragile, but because it's powerful. Most people live their entire lives never touching it, never noticing it, never realizing their body already knew how to rest, how to listen, how to soften. Okay, take one slow breath with me. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Notice that tiny shift. Your shoulders easing, your jaw loosening, your chest dropping just a little. That's not imagination. That's your nervous system remembering something ancient. Now imagine this. You bring 2 fingers gently behind your ears. Not pushing, not forcing, just resting there. And suddenly, there's a warmth, a subtle pulse, almost like your body sighs before you do. Some people feel a soft tingling. Some feel emotion rise for no clear reason. Some feel something even quieter. Silence. Not empty silence. Alive silence. The kind that feels like being held. Ancient healers believe this area was a doorway. A place where the body listens inward. Where noise fades. Where clarity returns. Today, science gives it a different name. It speaks about the nervous system. About a calming pathway that runs through this space. But the feeling hasn't changed in thousands of years. Here's the truth most people never hear. Your body already knows how to calm itself. It already knows how to listen. It already knows how to heal. It just needs permission. And no one ever taught you where to place your attention. In this video, we're not chasing power. We're not forcing awakening. We're not doing anything extreme. We're remembering, slowly, gently, safely. Before we go any further, just notice this moment. If something inside you feels drawn here, if your breath already feels softer, if your body feels a little more present, trust that. This is the spine gospel. And here, we don't rush the body. We listen to it. If you feel comfortable, tap subscribe now. Not as a habit, as a quiet agreement with yourself, a gentle yes. And before we continue, one more question for you to hold. Have you ever felt your body relax before your mind understood why? We're about to explore that together. For a long time, people have believed that calm comes from effort, from control, from trying harder, but the body was never designed that way. This technique is not something new. It isn't a trick, and it isn't borrowed from the internet. It is something the body has always done when it feels safe enough to do so. Long before words like therapy or self-care existed, people understood the body through feeling. They noticed where calm entered, where tension released, where silence appeared on its own. They discovered that certain places on the body respond not to force, but to attention. The area behind your ears is one of those places, not because it's magical, but because it's meaningful. When you gently rest your fingers there, you are not activating anything. You are signaling, you are telling your body, it's okay now. That message travels faster than thought. Modern science would say this area connects with your nervous system. Specifically, the part responsible for rest, digestion, and recovery. The part that lowers the volume on stress without needing instructions from the mind. Ancient traditions described this same response differently. They spoke of energy pathways, listening points, gateways of stillness, different language, same experience. One of the most important things to understand is this. The body does not need belief to respond. It needs consistency, gentleness, and safety. This is why the technique works even for people who say, I don't believe in spiritual things. Because it isn't spiritual first. It's biological. And then something deeper unfolds. There's a beautiful line in the book, The Wisdom of the Body by Dr. Alexander Lowen, where he writes that the body speaks quietly, but never lies. That idea matters here. When you place gentle pressure behind your ears, the body responds honestly. Not dramatically, not loudly. Honestly. Sometimes that honesty shows up as calm. Sometimes as emotion. Sometimes as a feeling you can't quite name. And that's okay. This technique is not about chasing sensations. It's about allowing the body to finish a sentence it's been trying to complete for years. Most of us live from the neck up. Thinking, analyzing, replaying. The body waits patiently below. This simple act, touching behind the ears, brings attention back down, out of the noise, into sensation. That shift alone changes everything. You might wonder, why haven't I heard of this before? Because it doesn't sell urgency. It doesn't promise instant transformation. It doesn't demand belief. It invites listening. And listening has always been quiet. Another reason it feels unfamiliar is because we were taught to ignore the body's signals, to push through tension, to override fatigue, to dismiss subtle feelings. This technique does the opposite. It asks you to slow down enough to notice what's already happening. There's no right way to feel when you do it. No correct outcome. Some people feel calm immediately. Some feel nothing at first. Some feel emotional days later. All of that is normal, because the body releases in layers, in its own timing. Think of it this way. If you've been holding your breath for years, even shallowly, the first deep exhale might feel strange, but it's still relief. This technique is not the destination. It's the doorway, a way to introduce yourself back to your own nervous system, a way to remind your body that it no longer needs to stay on guard. As you sit with this idea, ask yourself something gently. When was the last time you allowed your body to lead without rushing it to an answer? Hold that question softly, because understanding what this technique really is matters before doing it. It isn't about hearing something outside you. It's about making space for what's already inside to finally be heard. And once that space opens, the body responds in ways that feel surprisingly familiar. As if it's saying, finally, you're listening. When you touch this place behind your ears, your body responds before your thoughts catch up. That's important, because the body does not wait for permission from the mind. It listens to signals, and gentle pressure is one of the clearest signals of safety. The body understands. Under the skin in this area runs a quiet communication network. Science calls it part of the nervous system. More specifically, a calming pathway that helps the body shift out of constant alert. You may have heard the phrase, fight or flight. That's the state many people live in without realizing it. Fast breathing, tight shoulders, restless sleep, a mind that never fully turns off. There's another state too, a softer one. It's often called the relaxation response. The parasympathetic state. This is where healing happens, where digestion improves, where the heart rate slows, where the body repairs itself quietly. The area behind your ears has a close relationship with this system. When you apply light, steady touch there, you are not forcing calm. You are reminding the body that it no longer needs to stay alert. This is why the response can feel immediate. A deeper breath, a spontaneous sigh, a wave of warmth, even a sudden emotion. The body is shifting gears. What's fascinating is that this response does not depend on belief. You don't have to visualize anything. You don't have to think positive thoughts. You don't even have to understand what's happening. The nervous system reacts to sensation, not opinion. There's a powerful idea described in the book, Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers by Dr. Robert Sapolsky. He explains that stress is not just mental, it's physiological. And when the body perceives safety, Stress chemistry begins to shut down on its own. In simple words, when the body feels safe, it stops preparing for danger. That's what this gentle pressure does. Now, here's where science and energy language meet without conflict. Every nerve in your body communicates through tiny electrical signals. That electrical activity creates fields. Subtle but real. Some traditions call this the biofield. Others simply call it the body's electrical conversation. When you slow the nervous system, that conversation changes. It becomes quieter, more coherent, less chaotic. People often describe this as energy settling or feeling more centered. Science would say the signals are becoming regulated. Different words, same process. This is why many people report a sense of inner stillness when they rest their fingers here, not because they are accessing something mystical, but because internal noise is finally lowering. Think about it. If you walk into a loud room and someone whispers your name, you won't hear it. But when the room grows quiet, even the softest sound becomes clear. Your inner awareness works the same way. When stress drops, perception sharpens. This is often misunderstood as hearing secrets or receiving messages. What's really happening is that you are no longer drowning out your own subtle signals. That intuition you feel, that clarity, that sudden knowing, it was always there. The noise was just too loud before. Another important detail, the pressure itself matters. It must be gentle, reassuring, consistent. Sharp pressure signals danger. Soft pressure signals care. Your nervous system knows the difference instantly. This is why forcing the technique never works. The body does not respond to control. It responds to kindness. As you reflect on this, ask yourself something honestly. How often do you ask your body to relax without first making it feel safe? Most of us try to calm the mind while the body is still bracing. This technique reverses that order. Body first, mind follows. And when the body softens, something else happens too. Attention drops inward, not in a dramatic way, in a familiar way, like coming home after a long day and finally sitting down. That's the response you're noticing, not magic, not mystery. Regulation. And yet, it feels profound because it's rare. Very few moments in daily life tell the body, you're okay now. This one does. Stay with that idea, because once you understand why your body responds, you stop chasing sensations and start trusting the process. And that trust is what allows the deeper shifts to unfold naturally. Let's begin. Find a place where you can sit comfortably. Anywhere. A chair, your bed, even the corner of a quiet room. Sit tall but relaxed. Notice your feet on the ground. Feel the support beneath you. Take a slow breath in and out. Now bring your awareness to the area behind your ears. Place your fingertips gently there, not pressing hard, just resting. Imagine a soft golden light glowing behind each ear. Feel its warmth. Feel it wrap around the spot where your fingers rest. Breathe slowly. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Notice the small wave of comfort traveling from your ears down your neck. It's subtle. It's alive. If you feel tension anywhere, let your fingers stay a moment longer. Invite it to soften. You don't have to force it. The body will respond naturally. Now, a gentle variation. Tilt your head slightly forward, still resting your fingers behind your ears. Imagine the golden light sinking deeper, traveling down your spine, through each vertebra, each muscle, into the very core of your being. Breathe. Allow your shoulders to drop. Release the jaw. Notice how the weight of the day seems to melt, just slightly. With every exhale. Here is another way to practice. Especially if you feel restless, place your fingertips behind your ears as before. But this time, lightly tap in a slow rhythm. In, out, in, out. The gentle rhythm signals to your nervous system, you are safe. You can relax now. You don't need to hold on. As you continue, allow your eyes to close if that feels natural. Visualize your breath flowing from behind your ears down your spine and out through the soles of your feet. With every exhale, imagine a soft release of tension, a subtle letting go of things you've been carrying for years. Notice the sensations. Some people feel warmth. Some feel tingling. Some feel a gentle wave of calm spreading through the head, neck, and shoulders. Whatever you feel is perfect. There is no right or wrong. Now bring attention to the subtle currents of your body. Imagine the vagus nerve, the quiet messenger of calm, sending signals through your chest, your heart, your stomach. It whispers softly, "You are okay. You are safe. You are listening." Stay here for a few breaths. Notice if the rhythm of your breath changes naturally. Notice if a sense of clarity arises. You do not have to name it. Just feel it. Here is one more variation, especially if you practice at the end of the day. Lie down on your back. Place your fingers gently behind your ears. Feel the light golden warmth again. Allow your body to sink into the surface beneath you. Breathe naturally. With each exhale, imagine the day's worries flowing away, leaving only stillness behind. While practicing, notice the small differences each time. Some days, the calm may be immediate. Some days it may arrive slowly, almost like a whisper. And that's exactly how your body likes it. Remember this line from the book, "The Body Keeps the Score" by Bessel van der Kolk. The body holds what the mind cannot express. By attending to the body, we allow it to release, to speak. Place your attention behind your ears, and let the body speak softly in ways that words cannot. As you finish this session, gently remove your fingers. Notice the subtle change in your body. Even a small difference matters. Notice your shoulders. Notice your jaw. Notice the ease in your spine. You may notice a new clarity in your mind, or a quiet space that feels like it's always been there, just waiting for you to pay attention. Now, take a final slow breath, in and out. Ask yourself quietly, how does my body feel now compared to before I started? Let your answer come naturally. No judgment, just awareness. This is the practice. Simple, gentle, subtle, no force, no hurry. Just a quiet return to yourself. And here's something important to hold on to. The body does not forget. Every time you return to this point, even for a minute, you remind your nervous system that it is safe, that it is listened to, that it can relax. Even a short daily touch behind your ears can slowly retrain your system, layer by layer, breath by breath. This is the doorway. Not magic, not mystery. A reminder, a return. Notice it, feel it, and remember, your body has always been capable of listening. You are simply allowing it to do so. As you continue to place your fingers gently behind your ears, something begins to shift, not immediately in dramatic ways, but quietly, gently, almost imperceptibly. It starts as a sense of space, a soft widening within the chest, a subtle release around the shoulders. You may notice your heart slowing its pace, as if it's finally allowed to rest. This is your parasympathetic nervous system waking up, guiding you into calm. But more than physiology, there's an inner whisper, a gentle acknowledgement that you've returned to yourself. Some people describe it as a release in emotion they didn't know they were holding. Perhaps tension from years of worry, from moments that felt unresolved, from days that were simply too full. The body remembers these things even when the mind forgets. And when you press this quiet point, you give your body permission to let them go. Not all at once, not forced, but layer by layer, breath by breath, a wave of clarity may rise. Thoughts that felt tangled can start to unravel. You may notice patterns in your mind suddenly make sense. Not because you forced them, but because the noise has quieted enough for insight to emerge. The brain and the body are speaking the same language for the first time in a long while. Some sensations may feel unusual at first. Perhaps a gentle tingling behind your ears, a subtle warmth, or a soft current moving down your neck and shoulders. These are signs that your nervous system is responding, releasing held energy, and allowing calm to flow. There is no need to analyze or interpret them. They are simply your body communicating. You might also notice emotions rising unexpectedly. Perhaps a memory, fleeting and quiet, surfaces, or a soft wave of joy appears without reason. This is natural. As Bessel van der Kolk writes in The Body Keeps the Score, the body holds what the mind cannot express. By attending to the body, we allow it to release, to speak. This technique is giving your body that attention, creating space for emotions to be acknowledged without judgment. Some experience an internal silence. Not empty, but alive. A pause in the mental chatter, a subtle space between thoughts. In this quiet, the body speaks louder than the mind. You may feel a connection with yourself, a gentle remembering of balance and peace. It is like the first moment of dawn after a long night. The world is not yet bright, but you know the light is coming. Others notice a sense of grounding. The body feels heavier in a comforting way, as if the nervous system has found its anchor. The breath feels deeper and more natural, and with each exhale, old tension seems to dissipate. Even a short practice can create a lingering sense of steadiness that carries into the rest of your day. This technique does not always produce immediate results. Some days, the effects are subtle. On others, they can feel profound. That variability is part of its beauty. It is not about forcing change, but about allowing it to arise naturally. The inner shifts are often cumulative. Each session adds a layer of calm, clarity, and presence. Ask yourself gently, what did your heart tell you in this moment? Did a long-held thought finally soften? Did a small worry dissolve? Did your body reveal something that words could not capture? Hold these observations lightly, without judgment. They are the echoes of your nervous system rebalancing. You may also notice an increased sensitivity to your own rhythms. Perhaps your sleep feels deeper afterward, or your meals feel more satisfying, or conversations flow more easily because you carry a quiet calm within. These subtle shifts remind you that your body and mind are not separate. They are intertwined, communicating continuously, responding when given space and attention. In this space, intuition can awaken. You might notice insights that feel as if they arrive from within, not from external advice or logic. These are the whispers of your body and nervous system, guiding you, helping you align with what you truly need. It is a gentle invitation to trust your inner knowing, and as these shifts unfold, you may begin to recognize that the real transformation isn't a dramatic event. It's a steady unfolding. A recognition that your body has always known how to heal, how to rest, and how to listen. You are simply remembering how to access that wisdom. The inner effects are not only emotional or mental, they are spiritual as well. A subtle sense of interconnectedness may emerge, a recognition that the quiet within you reflects the quiet outside you. That same calm that rises from this small point behind your ears resonates with the greater rhythm of life. You are participating in a subtle, ancient flow that has always been present, even if unnoticed. So pause now, just for a moment. Notice the difference between how you felt before you started and how you feel now. Even a small shift matters. The body responds in layers, and each layer is a step toward balance. Finally, consider this question. If your body could speak to you right now, what would it say? Perhaps it would whisper, "Thank you for listening." Or maybe it would simply sigh and release a tension you weren't aware you were holding. Whatever it communicates, notice it gently. This is the inner change, the subtle, profound transformation that happens when attention meets the body with care, curiosity, and patience. Let's begin gently. Daily practice doesn't have to be long. Even 1 to 2 minutes can make a difference. Find your quiet space. Sit comfortably. Place your fingers behind your ears. Breathe slowly, in, out. Notice the warmth. Notice the subtle pulsing. Feel your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. This is enough. Even this small act trains your nervous system. It reminds your body it is safe. It tells your mind you can rest. Try this every day. Same time if possible. Morning, before the day begins, or evening, before sleep. With time, changes appear naturally. Sleep may deepen. Worries may feel lighter. The mind becomes clearer. Tension fades faster. You may notice fewer mood swings. More patience with yourself and others. A soft inner calm that wasn't there before. Even your intuition sharpens. Not as sudden insights, but as gentle nudges from within. Remember what Dr. Robert Sapolsky writes in Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. The body can reset itself when it senses safety. This daily practice is exactly that. A signal of safety. A gentle reminder. A return to yourself. Over weeks, even months, the cumulative effect is profound. The body begins to anticipate calm. The mind learns to follow. Energy flows more smoothly. Stress responses become quieter. You are not forcing change. You are inviting it. Step by step. Breath by breath. Notice each session. Notice each subtle shift. Celebrate small moments. They are the foundation of long-term balance. Ask yourself softly, how do I feel today compared to yesterday? This awareness strengthens your connection to your own body. Over time, this daily attention becomes a rhythm. A quiet habit that your nervous system loves. It becomes a gentle anchor in a busy world. And remember, you do not need to rush. You do not need to do more than your body allows. Even 1 mindful minute behind your ears can ripple through your day, your sleep, your energy, and your spirit. This is your practice. Simple, gentle, consistent, and it is yours to return to anytime. Now, take a deep breath. In and out. Notice the space you've created. A quiet, gentle pause in your day. A moment just for you. The real secret isn't hidden behind your ears. It's not in some mystical book. It's not a trick or a tool. The secret is this. Your body has always known how to listen. How to calm. How to guide you. Pressing behind your ears simply reminds it. Gently, lovingly, without force, the warmth you felt. The tingling. The soft wave of release. All of it is your body speaking its truth. Ancient wisdom called it a doorway. Modern science calls it regulation. Different words, same effect. Every time you return to this spot, even for a minute, you reinforce a profound message. You are safe. You are present. You are capable of inner peace. Breathe into that. Feel it sink deeper with each inhale. Let it expand with each exhale. Imagine a soft golden light flowing from behind your ears through your spine, through your heart, through your entire being. This is your energy settling, your body aligning, your mind softening. And here's the quiet invitation. Notice the subtle shifts. Ask yourself, how does my body feel now? Did I notice tension letting go? What whispers did my body share? You can share these reflections too. Right here in the comments. Even a short note. A simple yes, or I felt it, is enough. Because sharing your experience reinforces your awareness. And it inspires others to listen to their own bodies. If this moment opens something inside you, imagine what will happen when you explore another point, another practice. Another small attention to your body. Return gently each day. Even 1 minute. Even a quiet pause. It accumulates. It transforms. And as always, if this guided you back to yourself, tap subscribe softly. Like the video if it resonated. Share it with someone who could use a quiet reminder. The Spine Gospel is here to guide you. Not to push, not to rush, but to help you remember the wisdom your body has held all along. So pause again. Feel, breathe, and know you have always carried the key. You only needed to listen. Now, gently, softly, return to your day. Carry the calm with you. And remember to come back whenever you need. Your body is ready. Your mind is ready. And your spirit is listening.